What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. So back by popular demand, and I've seen this comment several times now. If we just come over here, altcoins. When are they going to? When are we going to start making more altcoin videos? And this is from Mark. When can we expect some videos on altcoins again? So it's been a while since we've talked about some altcoin buying opportunities. So I'm going to take a look at the market and show you guys the way I'm looking at it and how I'm really taking out positions or where I'm going with this. So I'm going to make some recommendations. The list might be a little bit long, but it gives you variety to go ahead and maybe line up with your insights. Also, thank you to everyone who's been commenting on these videos. Thank you to everyone who's been liking these videos. Thank you to everyone who's been down liking, I guess, because, you're at least doing something besides sitting there. So if you like the videos, thanks for the likes. If you don't like them, okay, thanks for down liking. And thank you to everyone who's been commenting. And thank you to this person who posted our Steam It link. Wow, I didn't even realize you guys were doing that. That's cool. This guy's awesome. I'm going to pin that. That guy's awesome. Bitcoin opportunities. So anyways, let's roll right into this list and kick this thing right off here. How about that? All right, so if we're just looking at the market, you can see things have really stabilized over the last 2 or 3 days where we weren't sure which way it's going, but it looks like we're gradually moving up slowly, and we'll see where this thing goes. But because we're off an $830 billion market cap sitting at $630 billion, down $200 billion, there's obviously buying opportunities, assuming that the market's on its way back up. Let's explore these. Actually, at this point in time, if you wanted to get in some of the most solid projects, this is the time to get into some of these solid projects. And those are going to include, the likes of Ripple. Ethereum's a little bit overextended at this price right now. Bitcoin's a pretty good buy at this price for sure. Cardano's a really good buy at this price at 70 cents. Litecoin at 211 is a good price. I think Neo's overpriced at this. I think EOS is a decent project, but I think there's better buys out there than this one even. And I'm staying away from Stellar. I like IOTA at this price. I like Dash under 1,000, but I really like Dash under 800. I like Monero at this price. I'm staying away from Tron just altogether right now, straight up. I like Bitcoin Gold at this price. It's getting a little bit closer to where I would stay away from Bitcoin Gold, but if Bitcoin Gold goes under 200, I'm hooking up with that. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the more important aspects of this video, Cardano. So I've talked about Cardano many times. I don't want to go into the same old details about Cardano. But right now, yes, Cardano under 70 cents is a great buy, a market cap of $18 billion. They are a game changer in the space. IOHK, input, output, Hong Kong. HK is Hong Kong, I believe. But I know IO is input, output, which means that they're using peer-reviewed articles. You can pick it up on Upbit, which is, yet again, got that Korean won in play. Binance, Bittrex, Binance, CoinNest, Bittrex, Ether, USDT, US dollar, Tether. So if we just take a look at Cardano, the things you want to understand about Cardano's project here is how they're using these academic papers to basically create a more efficient application developer platform. But the things that they're doing are really just completely unique because they're not just creating an application developer platform, but they're also creating a currency that's involved with that, whereas Ethereum was never really meant to be a currency, but Cardano is utilizing that with the high circulating supply that they have, the high total supply. That's different. That's a very unique aspect that Charles Hoskinson took when he was pioneering this brand or this new blockchain application developer platform. So I'm not going to go into too many details. We've gone into a lot of details about Cardano, and you can search our channel for all of that, or I would assume that by this point many of you already know about Cardano, but for the sake of the fact that some of you might be new here, we'll just touch on a couple points. You can read their white paper, but like I said, these academic papers, how they're using that to be a hybrid of sorts, basically taking every awesome thing about all these other coins that went before them and kind of taking the good and weeding out the bad aspects of them to make a legitimate project like that. I am waiting to see when they're going to start developing tokens on the Cardano platform. How long that's going to take, what that's going to look like is still up in the air for me. But I like Cardano at this price, mostly in part because of the fact that it's already been up to as high as 122, and it's pulled back off that high, and it's got a lot of opportunity at this price, and I think it's a good buy. I want to talk about Ripple, but I'm going to stay away from that. I do think Ripple is a good buy, but we're just going to bypass that, okay? So if we're moving right along, so Cardano, number one buying opportunity. I'm still really big on IOTA, especially under $3. Wow, getting IOTA under $3 is a great buy, I think. As you can see, it's peeled back off its all-time high of $2 or $5.34. I think that if you're willing to hold Cardano for a long time, you should also be willing to hold the Tangle Ledger, the Internet of Things, MIOTA, if you want to call it that, the sensors that they've been developing for multiple different companies, including strategic alliances with the likes of Microsoft and several others. They've announced on their Twitter and social medias. You can pick them up on Bittrex, CoinOne, Binance. They really took off. IOTA was a perfect example of what happens when a cryptocurrency gets added to an exchange or multiple exchanges, how that just shot the price of IOTA way up. So IOTA was originally not on very many exchanges. Now it's on a lot more exchanges. It still hasn't even been added to Bittrex. I don't know if it will be, but for a long time, Binance was the only place to get it, and Binance got a lot of signups because people were trying to jump into IOTA. Now, if we just take a look at IOTA at this price, like I said, IOTA under $3 is a great deal, especially if I was already talking about IOTA at these higher levels, still being a good deal, realizing that I'm in it for the long haul. I'll stick to that same plan and say, yes, IOTA at this price is still a very good buy. The backbone of IoT is here, okay? Scalable, decentralized, modular, no fees. Gone over this multiple times. You can see how they're using the sensors, sensor purchasing, solar grid, so they're using smart energy. Ledger of Things is the backbone of IOTA. The machine economy, the Tangle Ledger is able to settle transactions with zero fees, so devices can trade exact amounts of resources on demand, as well as store data from sensors and data loggers securely and verified on the ledger. Sensors and data loggers are really the future of where this thing's going, using the machine economy, electric cars and what have you, with data to basically optimize and consistently refine and build and strengthen everything that's going on with the AI movement that we have going on. Artificial intelligence is essentially data optimized into an algorithm, a smart contract, or a source code that is really just an intelligent line item for the growth. Okay, so smart energy grid, sensors, computational fog station, they're just showing you how this kind of stuff works with the IOTAs. And yeah, I'm big on IOTA, especially below $3. This is a long-term investment. Both of these are very long-term holds in the sense that when you hear people talking about holding companies that will be around for a long time in the blockchain, IOTA and Cardano will be around for a long time. That's why you should be considering getting into these two positions for the long haul. Now, if you're looking to take more short-term gains on some projects, we'll go ahead and explore those now. So let's dig into some short-term gains where you can get the big gains. You got Cardano and IOTA underpriced. I think Lisk is a little bit overpriced at this, although I do think Lisk could easily hit a $10 billion market cap, making this obviously not underpriced at all. But I'm going to hold off on listing Lisk, but part of me wants to, but I'm going to stay away from it. Now, as we move down the list, we're going to come across some coins that have that are undervalued essentially, but have some real great utilities, and Dragon Chain is one of those coins. So you can see Dragon Chain peeled back off a 511 high. We've been talking about Dragon Chain since way back down here when you could only get it on Ether Delta. We were talking about this because it actually led us to the Ether Delta video that we made, where Shaylin made the video talking about how to buy coins on Ether Delta. And Dragon Chain was the main reason why we got that. Now they're listed on so many different exchanges, but this was way back in the day when that was the only thing when you could only get it on there. And that was the benefit of being on Ether Delta early, is you could get coins like this for a really good price. But even still, at 304, Dragon Chain's a great investment. People really like this Dragon Chain project. We've made specific videos about Dragon Chain. Nothing's changed just because the price has gone down. But Blockchain Business Magic, be a part of the most successful, secure, and business-ready blockchain platform and ecosystem. So it's a token, whereas the other two were coins. Platform, incubator, marketplace. It's a great thing to go across. Let's go ahead and play this video for you.
Wondering how you can use dragons? If you're a founder, you can join the incubator and use dragons to accelerate your project by interacting with vendors in the marketplace. If you're a developer, you can use dragons to do things like spin up nodes, provision your smart contracts, or a marketplace smart contract. If you're part of the community, you can use dragons for early access to incubated projects. Be a part of Dragon Chain's crowd-scaled incubator. Buy dragons today.
All right. So you can see they go over some of the aspects of it. You can see the teams in place. If you go back maybe a couple days ago, we talked about Dragon more in detail. You can review that, where I consider this to be one of the most solid token projects out there. It's got its inception. Its early inception began with Disney in Seattle. So the one thing that I did find funny was they're right down the street from Bittrex, but yet they're not even listed on Bittrex. So that's kind of funny, the fact that they're down the road from Bittrex, but not even listed on Bittrex Exchange. All right, so that's number 3, right? So we're going to keep going. So we're going to keep pushing this here. I like Ethos at this price, but it's really hard for me to get into Ethos because I was buying Ethos below $1 and below 50 cents. But I think if you haven't already gotten into Ethos, it's a good one, but I'm going to not mention it here. Power Ledger is still a fairly good buy at this price, but we're going to keep on moving. You have Kin. Kin's a pretty good microtransaction solution. It finally has passed Redcoin. Redcoin has peeled back significantly. And Redcoin dipping like this really puts Redcoin maybe on the map, but I'm going to pass that one also. QuantStamp, wow. We've also been invested in QuantStamp. I've been invested in QuantStamp since 12 cents, but so for me to suggest QuantStamp at this price, or to buy QuantStamp at this price is tough, because I'm like, well, why didn't I just buy a whole lot at 12 cents? But I think that even at this price, QuantStamp is still fairly valued. Obviously, you would have liked to have picked it up when it was around 38 cents, 36 cents. I'm going to throw this out there as just an honorary mention, QuantStamp. It gets a lot of mentions elsewhere, but Binance, Huobi, KuCoin, you can pick it up. So that's just an honorary mention for QuantStamp, right? If we move back here and we go back to the full-on market here, let's take a look. Keep this party moving. Some low stuff. I like Vertcoin at this. I've got Vertcoin on my radar. I just bought Vertcoin yesterday at like $5 range. I still think it's undervalued, so I got it. I'm up on my position over the last 24 hours, but because I did buy it yesterday, I'm going to pass on it, and you guys can make your decision on whether or not you want to jump into Vertcoin. That's the only one I bought recently is Vertcoin, because I hold positions on the other ones that I've mentioned. Now this one, I do like this one, Ubic. I think it's significantly undervalued. I actually sold all my Ubic. I bought in at $2. When I sold my Verge, I bought in a significant I took out a big position on Ubic, and then I sold all of my Ubic and got it into Bitcoin right before the consolidation. And now I don't hold any Ubic, but I'm looking to get back into Ubic even at these prices, because I think this one still has a massive future. If you just look at the Ubic project, you can see why. I'm not involved in this project at the moment, but I'm looking to get back in there, and I might just have to do that. Smart contracts for automated world. Ubic is a decentralized platform which allows the creation and implementation of smart contracts and decentralized applications. Built upon an improved Ethereum codebase, the Ubic blockchain acts as a largely distributed ledger and supercomputer, allowing developers to create decentralized and automated solutions to thousands of tasks, which today are carried out as third-party intermediaries. So these guys won the FinTech Award in Canada. It's a major upside for this company here, these guys. So You can come on here. You can see what they're talking about, how they're using the smart contracts for an automated world. Full desktop wallet, browser-based. They have the Fusion, bringing together all of your accounts, assets, and application influences. The Fusion wallets combines all Ubiq blockchain functionality into one secure and powerful interface. Kind of reminds me a little bit of how Ethos is looking to do it, but not exactly. Obviously, they're both different. But if you don't know what fintech is, that's financial technology. So they won a financial technology award in Canada, writing a full note of all tools to write and deploy your own smart contracts. Like I said, I think these guys are undervalued, to be honest with you. And I did part ways with them, but I'm going to have to probably consider jumping back in there. And it's a coin. Okay. So let's go over here. And we're going to talk about one more. We're just going to kind of look here for great deals. Maybe Deep Brain Chain was due for an honorable mention. I guess people like Wabi, but I mean, yet again, I was buying Wabi at a really good price. I like this HTML coin. Maybe we check here. Yeah, Utrust is undervalued at this price for sure. Oh my gosh. Wow, Utrust has pulled back big time compared to where it was. Wow, this thing's way undervalued. Okay, honorable mention for Utrust. Let's go right here and see what's new to the market and see if we can find anything that's undervalued and a great buying opportunity. Something that maybe hit the market, came in hot, but lost a lot of momentum. You guys like this titanium blockchain. I don't know if that's genuine user interest or audience interest, or if someone's just from pump and dump groups trying to get me to talk about it, but you guys do keep talking about it. This Telcoin is the same thing. That I do not know. But I don't know who's, but I checked into this titanium blockchain. It's actually, so it's up since it hit the market, but I checked out the project. It's a fantastic project. It really is, after I looked into it. But I think it might be genuine interest, actually, in this. If you take a look at their team, you can see leadership, development, design, and marketing. I think this is a real great project, and I think it's justified. It's up a little bit. I might wait for it to peel back a bit, but I might take out a position here. The only thing that was holding me up from taking out a position after I looked at it was it's just on this one exchange. So that has the potential to move this price significantly, just as it gets added to more exchanges. And IDEX is an all right exchange. But what is this, right? That's what you want to know. Welcome to the new world, brought to you by Titanium Blockchain Infrastructure Services, TBIS. We are the revolution. So they sold out their ICO. What if an entire IT enterprise could be virtualized, including data centers, firewalls, load balancers, routers, switches, network appliances, and servers? Imagine being able to set an enterprise level infrastructure for a global company from a tablet in your living room without spending any time installing rack servers, routers, I mean, it's amazing. Just listen to what they're saying. These guys get a big shout out for clearly defining their vision. Big shout out. I actually am going to be probably looking to take a position in this. I don't hold a position in this. Like I said, I don't hold a position in this one and Ubiq, but this one I definitely like what they're up to. I can see why it sold out. So Titanium Blockchain, shout out to these guys. Yeah, we're going to add that. This Telcoin, I don't know much about it, but I know you guys have been talking about it. It's at under just over a penny. I think it's kind of like Dent. So if you're big on Dent, you might like this one. Financial inclusion for a mobile world. A cryptocurrency developed by a mobile operator and accepted everywhere. That's interesting. So it's like, hey, if you have a cell phone, you can use this currency. It doesn't have to be, are you on Facebook are you using a social media app to use this currency? It's like, hey, use this if you have a cell phone. And what's everyone have? A cell phone. So these guys are in a great position, really. And I'm going to be looking to take out a position on these guys. On KuCoin, a lot easier to get than IDEX, right? Nothing against IDEX or EtherDelta, but KuCoin's a lot more user-friendly for me. Their market cap is decent. I mean, it's a little bit overvalued for a new coin. So usually when new coins come in, they peel back. But still, you're getting it at a bargain basement for where this thing could potentially go. And, oh, yeah, see, you can see it's up. It's actually up significantly. You would have wanted to get into this thing pretty early, but We would have missed, man, you could have got into this thing for a smoking hot deal at these prices. But anyways, guys, I just want to go over some of these coins real quick. If I just check out our Twitter to see what you guys like. Top altcoins right now. Let's see. You can follow us on altcoinbuzz.io. Turn on the bell to get notified, obviously. Get notified is the way to be. 347 comments in 27 minutes. So a lot of people have a lot to say about altcoins. Let's see what you guys are saying. TRX, Appcoin, Electroneum, Utrust, AirSwap, EOS. Cool. Man. Telcoin. Here's the Telcoin. See, so Telcoin's getting a lot of, Telcoin. People like Telcoin, but titanium, this is the stuff I was talking about with these coins here. HTML bar. So you can come onto our website or onto our Twitter and see what everyone's saying for their top altcoins right now from the altcoin army. Check us out on Twitter. Also on Instagram, let's see what everyone on Instagram is saying. I have not posted there yet. So anyways, guys, this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. If you like videos like this, click subscribe. If you like videos like this and you want to get notified when they drop, hit that bell next to the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who's been liking these videos. We'll see y'all next time.